What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the Plutus card, so a little bit about it, how it works, and also if it's the right card for you. So you might be asking, how do you as an American sounding human being have this card? Well, I'm a European resident, so therefore I can have this card. Now, I also don't live in a country that accepts Euro as their fiat. So in order to get around that, I use another service which is called Curve, and basically you pair your Plutus card onto the Curve card, and then it minimizes and basically makes the transaction fees of the swap from Euro to my local currency almost zero. And also both of these cards are also plastic. I know some people really care about that. To be honest, I don't. So anyways, you can also just, of course, pair those with Apple Pay, Google Pay, all that. So let's get started about Plutus and a little bit about it. So first of all, it's a UK company. You can see here, this is their website. Earn up to 8% crypto rewards. Now we're going to get into that because of course there's caveats with that. Now you can also access some perks. You can see here, you can get up to 100% in perks. Now let's go over this. So they're offering a bank-like app, which has some issues, which we'll talk about in a minute here. Also, here, I just want to get started with the plans. Here are the subscription plans. So first of all, if you are amongst the starter, you can get 3% rewards on up to 250 euros. So that's around 7 euros that you could be earning a month. And you don't have to pay for anything. And you also get one perk. So this is completely free. So I think if you're spending a minimal amount and you just want to test this out, maybe that's a good option for you. Okay, so moving along, we have the everyday plan. Now this is something that I pay for. It is 5 euros a month and you get 3% in Plu rewards, and then that's on up to 2,000 euros a month. So really you could max out to up to around 60 euros a month, and then of course subtract the 5 euros from that, and that's what you can basically earn from. With that, you also get 2 perks. Each perk is around 10 euros as well. And then there's a 0% fee on the DEX, which I haven't even used and I'm not going to talk about. And then when it comes to the premium plan, that is for 15 euros a month. And that is 3% rewards on up to 22,500 a month. So 3% of that, I believe, is around 600 something euros, somewhere in that range. So if you're going to be spending that much a month and you want to earn 3%, maybe that's a good option for you because you could earn a lot. And also you get 3 perks with that. So with that, you can spend more than 2,000 euros or more than 250, but you are only going to earn rewards on that amount. So that's what that means there. Now, if you want to move forward here, you can actually earn more, but with that, you must stake Plu. Now, Plu is the native token. It's an ERC20 token, and there's only 20 million that will ever be in supply, with close to 10% circulating currently. We're going to get more into that in a second. It's trading above $10 right now, which is crazy. Now, with that, you basically have to pick a subscription level first. Then you can move on to the next level, the staking level. So there are Hero, Veteran, Legend, Goat. Goat offering 8%, Legend 6%, Veteran 5%, Hero 4% rewards. What does staking mean? Staking just means holding. It's all it is. It's not actually like you're staking and securing the network or anything like that. All it is you're holding. I don't know why they say staking. So for example, with Hero, how does this work? Well, you pick your subscription plan first, then, let's, for example, hypothetically, if you were a part of the everyday plan, you are already getting 2 perks. So does that mean that these 2 perks gets added to these 4 perks? No, it basically means that these 2 perks will just go up to 4 perks total. And then your percentage just moves from 3% to 4% total. It doesn't mean it adds on to that. And right now, 250 Plu to get to this level. That is, let's just put it in together here right now. That means that is for $2,500. You'll be getting that level right there. So that's actually quite competitive right now. Will it be in the future? I'm not so sure, and we're going to get into that in a minute. And then for 500 Plu or close to 5,000, above $5,000, you'll get 5% rewards. And then, Legend 6% and 6 perks as well. Remember, each perk is close to also 10 euros, which is quite neat. Now, I don't really want to talk about these levels because they're going to change. And that's something I actually want to talk about here in a minute because all these levels will change in the future. Okay, so right now I want to show what the account looks like. I'm just going to show on the desktop. The mobile version of the app is extremely simple. There's no tutorial really to give it all, but I just want to show this. So basically you have an account and then you have the debit card. So with the account, you can swap this into Plu with the DEX, which is something I haven't even done yet. I really just use KuCoin or Uniswap or really just that. And I also just put it also on my ledger. I don't have, it's not sitting on an exchange or anything like that, which is the really cool thing when it comes to Plutus is that you are in full custody of your keys when it comes to this. So it's not like it's not like it's sitting with Plutus in that company. No, not at all. So anyways, you have a account and then you have the debit card. With that, when you're sending money here, it is pretty fast. It's usually about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour. But when you're sending it to your debit card over here, for example, I just sent 150 euros over here, which to do that, you would just hit this plus button. It took probably close to 3 days. So it takes a long time to do, which is kind of annoying, honestly. And if you need to spend on something quickly, that's one of the flaws. But they say that they're going to change this. So with that, they say that they're going to offer virtual cards. This is on their Medium post. They're also going to offer instant top-ups 24/7. So this would be huge. Also send money directly to others, for example, friends, receive money directly from others, for example, a salary, also current account and card balances combined into one, direct debits and standing orders. Now, is Plutus a bank? Well, they're actually not a bank, and they say that on the website. We are not a bank, but we provide many of the same financial services offered by challenger banks. So remember that, it's probably secure to a degree, but personally, would I have a lot of money on there? No, I wouldn't. Moving along here. With that, I have the everyday plan and I have 2 perks with that. So what does that look like? Well, here you can see that I have 65 Plu that is staked, which is not really staked at all. It just means that I'm holding that. And then here you can see the rewards. So for this month, I'm paying for this curve card. This curve card, the black edition, basically costs around 10 euros a month. So essentially they pay for it. So I get this curve card, which I can put other cards on top of, and also get an extra percentage back with select retailers with this as well. So I can actually get up to 4% total here, which is really cool. So they pay for that, which is really nice in a perk. And then also I was doing Spotify, but I'm not going to do Spotify anymore because it's only around 5 euros in my country. So the next month I picked Curve, which will pay for that. And then I'm going to do Aldi and I'll get 10 euros in groceries for that. So not bad. I'm also thinking about becoming a hero. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm thinking about it, so I might eventually in the future, but I still need 184 Plu to go to actually hit that level. Now, let's go over some of the tokenomics here. So as I said, Plu currently is around $10 right now. It's actually been trading very well. If you just take a look at the past year, it's been trading like a stable coin, which is much better than most other altcoins, considering most have been down close to 90%. And there's going to be only 20 million to ever come out into supply. And currently there's only there's close to 2 million circulating right now. With that, it's also ranked 570. So what would happen if, for example, Pluton had Bitcoin's market cap of 334.2 billion? One Plu would be worth $130,000, or an upside of 12,000x. So quite insane. And then, for example, if we wanted to compare that to Chrono's market cap, which is 1.6 billion, that would put the potential price to $624 per Plu, or an upside of 59x. So also, you also have to take into account that all of these are down close to 80 to 90%, including CRL. Now, I also mentioned that with these different tiers, these are going to change in the future. So they announced in late of 2022 that they're going to be making a difficulty adjustment to the rewards. So what does this mean? Well, currently these are the current levels here. As you can see, the hero, you have to have 250 Plu, Veteran 500, Legend 1000, Goat 2000. Now in Q2 of 2023, I believe that's around June, the hero is going to change from 250 to 275. They also announced that with these rates though, if you want to be a part of these rates, you have to basically be in that now, and then you will be grandfathered in to the future tiers and you will still be in that. So it's not like, you can be a hero right now and then, later on it'll be 275 and you have to pay to have more. That's not the case at all. You will be grandfathered into these tiers, if that makes sense. So a lot of people were speculating that because they're going to be changing these rates, that a lot of people won't be holding Plu and instead they will just earn it and then they will immediately sell it. And also there's not much reason to get into these tiers because you can already get 3%, even just by paying around €5 a month. So that's a decent argument, but at the same time you can be getting a higher rate and also more perks. And currently it's not really at a bad price when you're comparing it to other companies in the same space like crypto.coms, which basically slashed most of the card tiers. So it's definitely an option for most people. And the other thing too is that they're going to be releasing it to the US. So they made this announcement on their Medium account and they said in Q1 of 2023, which they haven't said anything so far recently. I would assume this would be maybe by Q2 of 2023, US residents will receive access to the Plutus app and card, enabling them to spend USD at over 100 million merchants and earn crypto rewards in the process. So currently it's only open to the European Economic Area in the UK. And, with that, they're going to have the American market, which would be big. A lot of Americans, I'm sure, would be interested in earning that. Now, at the same time, of course, when it comes to competitors in the space, the only one that I can think of that would be almost as good, if not a little bit better, could be the Coinbase card, because you can get up to around 4% in XLM. So not a bad option. When it comes to Etherscan, it's showing that there's only 11,000 holders, which is really not many. So that's also another thing to take into account. If there were a lot more holders, a lot more buyers, of course, this price would definitely skyrocket. And then in order to get into these tiers, it might be very expensive to do that. So what do I think about Plutus so far? I've been definitely enjoying it. Would I recommend it to others? Yes, I would, especially if you're in the European Economic Area or the UK. I definitely think it's a good option of a card. Is there competitors? The only one I can think of would be Coinbase, so maybe look into them. I don't have that card. I might get it in the future and make a review on it. But yeah, I've had no issues with the Plutus card and also the Curve card. And so if you guys are interested in signing up for any of these, I will leave the links for them in the description down below. If you also sign up for Plutus, you will get 10 euros worth of Plu, so close to 1 Plu at this point. So yeah, you guys get that for free if you sign up with the link. Currently, I like it. I've enjoyed it. I've used it for now a few months. No complaints actually at all. The only thing I can think of would be the top-up feature on the bank-like app. I think that could be a little bit faster. And then also customer support is quite slow and also takes some time. So they need to hire some more people because there's been an influx of new customers, including myself. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for this video today. If you liked the video, do me a favor by minting me a subscription down below. Anyways, guys, see you in the next one.